In this video, we are going to discuss about the history of Ecuador from pre-Columbian to modern, so let's start the topic. Ecuador has a rich history spanning thousands of years, marked by numerous changes in control. Originally inhabited by isolated indigenous groups, in the mid-15th century, the formidable Inca civilization began to expand its territory into Ecuador under the leadership of the warrior Pachacuti and his son Topa Yupanqui. Through strategic military campaigns, the Inca swiftly gained control over much of the region, facing resistance from various tribes along the way. By the late 15th century, Huayna Capac had completed the conquest of Ecuador, adding it to the vast Inca empire which stretched across modern-day Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, and Ecuador. The Inca civilization is renowned for its highly organized structure, effective leadership, and policies promoting intermarriage between different ethnic groups. Despite their dominance, the Inca rule was relatively brief. Their conquests of the previous century ultimately proved futile when the technologically superior Spanish forces arrived in Ecuador in 1526. When the Spanish expedition arrived in Ecuador in 1526, they encountered a weakened Inca kingdom grappling with internal strife and the devastating effects of smallpox. With the Inca rulers' sons vying for power amidst civil unrest, the Spanish found fertile ground for conquest. Francisco Pizarro's arrival in 1532 with a small force of men and horses marked the beginning of a calculated campaign to seize control. Exploiting divisions within the Inca leadership and leveraging their technological advantages, the Spanish swiftly overcame resistance through surprise attacks and strategic manipulation. Atahualpa, having recently asserted his dominance, faced the Spanish emissaries' demands for conversion to Christianity. His refusal led to his capture and subsequent execution, despite offering immense wealth for his release. With the fall of the Inca king, Spanish dominance spread across the region, marked by plunder, violence, and the establishment of colonial rule. By 1544, the Spanish had consolidated their control over northwestern South America, ushering in an era of colonial governance that endured for nearly 2 centuries. Indigenous populations suffered greatly from European diseases, while the imposition of Spanish authority led to the erosion of pre-Columbian cultures. Ecuador, initially part of the Viceroyalty of Peru, emerged as a significant center of colonial administration with Quito becoming a key political hub. This period saw the construction of iconic architectural landmarks and the proliferation of Catholicism, often at the expense of indigenous laborers who endured harsh conditions under Spanish rule. In the late 1700s, the winds of change blew through South America as Enlightenment ideals stirred calls for equality and justice. This era also witnessed growing discontent among the criollos, South Americans of Spanish descent, who resented the preferential treatment afforded to those born in Spain. Spain's economic woes further weakened its grip on its colonial territories in South America. In 1820, José Joaquín Olmedo seized the moment and proclaimed Ecuador's independence during a junta held in Guayaquil. Drawing inspiration from the ongoing liberation movements led by figures like Simón Bolívar and San Martin in neighboring countries, Olmedo strategically sought their support. With the aid of these revolutionary leaders and the tactical genius of General José Antonio de Sucre, Ecuador achieved independence following the decisive Battle of Pichincha on May 24, 1822, in the heart of the Ecuadorian Andes. Over the past 2 centuries, Ecuador has experienced a tumultuous yet generally peaceful history, marked by periods of political instability and corrupt leadership. Following its liberation from Spain, Ecuador briefly joined Simón Bolívar's Gran Colombia before eventually gaining independence. The country's early years saw the rise of leaders like Juan José Flores and Gabriel García Moreno, whose regimes were characterized by both firm governance and controversy. García Moreno's assassination led to the ascension of Eloy Alfaro, whose tenure as president saw the end of Catholicism as the state religion and significant economic and infrastructural developments. However, internal strife within Alfaro's radical liberal party eventually led to the downfall of liberal rule in Ecuador in 1925. One of Ecuador's most significant modern conflicts was the brief border dispute with Peru in 1941, resulting in the loss of territory and lives for Ecuador. Subsequent border disputes, including the Cenepa War in 1995, further strained relations between the two countries until a peace treaty was reached in 1998. Ecuador's economy has long been reliant on exports, particularly bananas and petroleum. While the petroleum industry has brought revenue and development opportunities, it has also sparked controversy due to its environmental impact on the Amazon rainforest. By the end of the 20th century, Ecuador faced severe economic challenges, including rampant inflation and currency devaluation. The adoption of the US dollar as the official currency in 2000 aimed to stabilize the economy, albeit with initial difficulties for many citizens. Despite these challenges, Ecuador has gradually worked towards economic recovery and stability in the years since. In the contemporary political landscape of Ecuador, Rafael Correa has held the presidency since 2007, emphasizing socialist policies and prioritizing infrastructure development. Despite his economic background as an economist, Correa's leftist leanings have drawn criticism from the conservative right, leading to ongoing opposition throughout his tenure. In 2010, an attempted coup by the police resulted in Correa being held hostage in a hospital, necessitating military intervention to secure his release. Lucio Gutierrez's presidency from 2003 to 2005 was marked by instability, culminating in his ousting and replacement by Alfredo Palacios. Correa's election in 2007 brought another shift in Ecuador's political landscape, signaling a continuation of the country's complex and dynamic history of governance.